in this video, we want to look at division of polynomial. How do we divide polynomials? So we can use long division method to divide polynomial, and this is it. We have our dividend. We write it here just the same way we do with long division. We have our divisor. We write it here just the same way we do with long division. Then we also want to ensure that our dividend is ordered and our divisor is also ordered, like from the leading term to the constant. So for example, if you have something that have x squared, we want it to come before something that have x, and want it to come before something that is just a number like 2 or 25 or something. So if you have x cubed, we want it to come before x squared, and so on. So you notice that this particular polynomial is ordered, and we can go straight to dividing. So we take the first term here, which is 5x squared, we divide it with x. When we do that, we get 5x. 5x squared divided by x is 5x. So when we will then multiply, after we divide, we multiply. We multiply this 5x with both the x and the plus 7. So we have 5x squared. 5 times 7 is 35. So we have 35x. The next thing is we subtract. So we have 0 plus 0 because this number are just the same thing. So we have 0 plus 0. And once we get to that point where we have 0, then whatever we have here is our quotient. That is the answer to our question. So the answer to this is 5x. Now, polynomial can be as simple as this, and it can also be a little bit complex. Now, let's take a look at another question. We have this, it is ordered. We have the k squared before the k and the k before the constant. We have the k before the constant. Everything is perfect. The next thing we want to do is we want to divide this first term by this first term. And when we divide 12k squared divided by k, we have 12k. 12k times k will give us 12k squared. 12k times negative 10 will give us negative 120k. Then we are going to subtract this. So when we subtract this, we have this subtracted by this is 0. This negative 123 minus negative 120, that will be negative 123 plus 120, and the answer is negative 3. So here we have negative 3k. Then we drop this because we have not used it in our previous calculations, so we drop it. So we have plus 30. The next thing we want to do now is we take this, because this negative 3k is our new leading term. So we take this term, we divide it by k as well. When we divide it by k, we get negative 3. Negative 3 times k is negative 3k. Negative 3 times negative 10 is positive 30. When we subtract this, we get 0, 0. Once we get to the point where we have 0, then what we have here is our quotient. So we have 12k minus 3. Sorry, we don't have to put the brackets. So this is our answer. So which means that if we multiply 12k minus 3 with k minus 10, you should get all of this. You can try it out. And if you don't know how to, this is like binomial expansion. If you don't know how to do that, you should check the channel. Just search for binomial expansion. You will get it. So this is another question. It might look simpler than this, but I can tell you this is slightly more complex than the previous question. Now, let's take a look at this question. We divide the first term by this first term here. So we have 6f. 6f squared divided by f is 6f. Then we multiply 6f with f. So we have 6f squared. Then we multiply 6f with negative 2. We have negative 12f. Then we subtract. When we subtract, we have negative f squared minus f. Sorry. we have 6f squared minus 6f squared. That will give us 0. Then we have negative 5f minus negative 12f. So that will become plus. So our answer for this is going to be 7f, positive 7f. So we have positive 7f plus 9. Now, from here, the next thing we would want to do is we want to divide this 7f by f. When we divide 7f by f, we get 7. 7 times f is 7f. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. And when we subtract this, we have 7f minus 7f, 0. 9 minus negative 14, that's negative times negative is positive. So we have 23. So we have plus 23. Now, when we have just a constant and there is no variable like f, like k, like whatever, we express it as a fraction. Just like, you know, when we divide and we say, okay, we do long division and we have 6, then we have 3 here, we say 3 remainder, whatever our divisor is, let's say 5, something like that. So the same thing is going to happen here. We are going to express this as a fraction of this divisor. So our answer is going to be 6f plus 7 plus, because this is positive, 23 over f minus 2. Perfect. Now, we have another question that is even slightly more complex, so that when you see a question like that, you don't wonder, how do you solve it? So let's take a look at this. When you have a question like this, one thing you would notice is that this is m to the power of 3. This is m, so to the power of 1, because it's just m. But there isn't m to the power of 2. So what do? What we do is that we are going to express m to the power of 2 as 0m to the power of 2, because 0, whatever m is, whatever the power is, once you get it and you multiply with 0, the answer is 0. So this is what we have. So after expressing it this way, then we can continue with our calculation. Now, the same thing, the first thing we divide, m cube, negative m cube divided by m is negative m squared. Then negative m squared times m is negative m cube. Then negative m times 5 is negative 5m squared. Negative m squared times 5 is negative 5m squared. Now we subtract this from what we have here. When we subtract this, this will give us 0. Then 0m squared minus negative 5m squared. So negative times negative is positive. 0 minus minus 5 is 0 plus 5. So we have plus 5m squared. Now that we have plus 5m squared, we drop the other things here. We drop them. Plus 34m plus 36. Now, we take this again. We divide it with m. We have positive 5m. Multiply 5m with m, we have 5m squared. 5m times 5, we have 25m. So we subtract. So we have 0 plus 35 minus 34 minus 25. That's going to give us 9. So we have 9m plus 36. Now, what do we do from here again? We divide. 9m divided by m, we have 9. 9 times m, we have 9m. 9 times 5, we have plus 45. When we subtract this is 0. So we have 36 minus 45. That's negative 9. So we have negative 9. Now this negative 9, we will express it as a fraction of m plus 5. So that will be, since it is negative 9, it will be negative 9 over m plus 5. Some people can say, instead of saying negative, say plus. They will now say negative 9 over m plus 5. It's all the same. So this is our answer right here. Alright, so this is all about division of polynomial, and if you have any question, kindly drop it in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, share with friends that are in need, and if you need a private tutor one-on-one class, reach out to the number on your screen on WhatsApp. Bye.